What's up, guys? One second. Is that better? Nope, because now that's... Well, nope. Quit. Probably the best I'm going to do right now. What's up, what's up? Ginger Giyu, Speedstar, what's up? I do not know why the multi-chat is not working. So we're just going to bring up the Twitch chat for now. What's up, Fox? Hopefully the Twitch chat should work now. It is Gowther time. What up, what up? Alright, let me turn the music down a little bit. That's right, Gowther finally dropped in Seven Deadly Sins Origins, so good time to dust it off. Nothing's changed. I have not played any more of this game, so I am no more a gacha expert than the last time I played it. Oh, you gotta take a voiceover class with Mami Okada? Nice! Mami's amazing. I love her. Really glad you got that opportunity. Definitely a really good person to learn from. You couldn't hear the music? Huh. Well, something's going on with my UI then. Because it says it's playing. But also, it says my mic and desktop are doubling up right now. That's weird. So can you guys still hear me here? Let me look at my audio mixer options here. Settings. Yeah, I know. I'm seeing that. I don't know why. That is brand new. No. Oh. There we go. That's what was doing it. Sorry. My desktop audio got switched over to something else. So hopefully by now it is working and you can hear the music. Sorry, old high school me came out there. Yes. Yeah, sorry. There was something. I'm using OBS now, so I can double up on being on YouTube and Twitch, and the multi-chat isn't working, but I do have the YouTube chat here. Richard, thank you. I really hope we get a third season. It looks like we're getting a big push on the 5th anniversary. I wish I could bring your chat onto here. Let me see what's going on with multi-chat. Yeah, I don't see what's going on there, so maybe I'll just have to create a new YouTube chat link. Yeah, I'm streaming on YouTube as well. Let me double check that. Go to my channel and see if it's working. Yeah, and Richard, I know season 3, I've read the manga, would have some very heartfelt moments that I really want to dub. I really think it could solidify Nagatoro as a real staple rom-com anime if people see the payoff. And that's coming in season 3 if we get one. Let me see if I can figure out the way to get a YouTube. Yeah, there's been, I mean, it is the 5th anniversary, like I said, Richard. It's going to be, can I send the link to the channel? Yes, it is youtube.com. Here, let me type it in here. Or actually, I can just link the actual... Yeah, there's been, I mean, it is the 5th anniversary. No, shut up, me. There you go, that's the link to the actual YouTube stream, but I'm trying to figure out a way to get the stream chat, or the YouTube chat up here, because there is an option for multi-chat, but it's not working for some reason. Let me look in settings. Got an error on YouTube? So is that link not working? Yeah, I really, again, really hope we get a 3rd season of Nagatoro. Okay, so is the game streaming? No. I told it to capture that specific window, so do I need to be in... a specific, like, borderless window or something to capture it? Or is it something to do with the way it's being captured? Oh, it just locked me right back in. But I gotta figure out a way to show you guys what I'm doing. Also, don't taste one as well? What? Alright, is it just game capture not working too well, or... Let me switch this to... Let me see if I can switch the borderless full screen windowed, maybe? No? OBS doesn't want to capture this for some reason. Arrgh. Maybe if I do window capture instead. Okay. Add source. Display capture new. Video capture, window capture. That down here, and is that where... Oh, is there something in front of it? What the hell is in front of it? What the hell is... It looks like something's blocking it. Or no, that... There we go. I had to do a window capture with a specific capture method. Oy. Oy, oy, oy. Doing well, Violet. Thank you. Alright. So the events, a journey to find a heart. We have Gowther. Hero Gowther is in the building. So... Trial Dungeon Heroes. So, Gowther longs for genuine human emotion that comes from the heart, however imperfect it may be. Choose a weapon, each with its own unique charm, and experience Gowther's cool, precise combat firsthand. So we've got the wand, the book, and the... So, I really don't know which reward I want to get. Sparkle! Are you going to Disneyland? So you're going to Disneyland in August. Wait. Is that the... I'm turning the music off. Anyway. Yes. The goat goober. The goofy goatson. However you want to call him. Mermaid's Tears. I think we need to get those. Well, let's enter event. I have no idea. Again, I have not practiced on gacha at all. So I'm really going to pay attention to this. Gowther is a lightning element support who strengthens, pierce, and debuff utilization for all allied lightning heroes and amplifies lightning damage through the charge effect. So there's 3 different Gowthers. All allied lightning heroes gain increased pierce proportional to the hero's attack. Additionally, when an allied hero activates a combined attack, it increases the debuff duration efficiency of all lightning heroes. Special attack, invasion field, creates a zone that inflicts damage on enemies and decreases their lightning resistance. Normal skill. Bean Sparkle. Inflicts damage and grants charge to the entire team. Charge increases lightning heroes' buff duration, efficiency, and lightning damage. So, Gowther as a staff is very much a lightning bard. Ultimate move, Prism Ray. Inflicts powerful damage. Use a combined attack with the hero's ultimate move as the base increases magic charge efficiency of all allied lightning heroes. Okay. Whoops. Did not mean to do that. Special attack invasion field creates a zone that inflicts damage on enemies and decreases their lightning resistance for a set duration. Inflicts damage on energies and grants charge, which increases buff duration efficiency. Come on, let me roll this down. Oh, no, I gotta be over here. Twin Bow Harriet. Oh, Gowther and Merlin. Okay. So that's the core combo. I see. Wait, you're not a lightning. Oh, you are a lightning. Alright, we'll do that again. Okay. I can mess with this. Okay. It doesn't unlock him, but we're practicing with him enough so that when we do... So we did this last one. So... So I'm going to have to check in daily. Is that it? For these rewards? Returning players, welcome. Okay, thank you. Does that mean I can start farming for Gowther? Or are you going to give me him if I finish this? Let's see what else we got in here. The running creeps you out. You can come back on day 14 and get them all. Okay. Again, I'm not a big gacha game guy. This is the very first one that I've ever played. And I'm lost, but Gowther's in here, so I'm going to learn. Gowther wand is a lightning... Well, yes. Wait, did I pick the same one? Or is it just... Oh no, these are different moves. Gowther wand, because last one was staff, so this is wand. Gowther wand is a lightning element burst specialist who decreases enemies' lightning defense and inflicts increased defense shatter on enemies with a barrier, dealing explosive damage. When an allied hero activates lightning burst, the team's lightning attack increases for a set duration. Okay. Savage Arrow. Ooh. There's a skill that deals powerful damage based on the charge level. Now, where do I see the charge level? Is the charge level... Increases burst gauge. Well, we learn them one by one here. You got Gowther on your first 10 pulls? Ah, nice. Okay. When a lightning burst is active, all allied heroes' lightning attack increases for a set duration. Attack the enemy freely to fill the burst gauge. Okay, well... You're gonna show me where that burst gauge is? I don't see where the burst gauge is. Is it in the upper right-hand corner? Is that it? Special attack Savage Arrow increases crit damage against enemies with lightning burst activated and inflicts even greater damage based on the charge level. Well, again, I'd like to know what the charge level is. But, okay. Okay. So EQR is this combo. Oh, under the enemy's health bar. Okay. Okay, we'll wait for cooldown and give him another burst of that. First, just you coming in. E, Q, and R. You're not dead yet? Come on. Okay, one more. Right? Yeah. And I'm just gonna have to start polling, I guess, huh? Does it, Hawk Pass. I haven't... Yeah, this shows how little I've played this game. Oh, I got it guaranteed within 20 draws. Okay, so we're gonna have to, start really picking these up, huh? Ooh, an exclusive skin, too. I'm taking that one. Within 10 draws, the number of tickets required per draw may vary. Appearance only, no additional effects. I gotta draw for it. Which means I gotta get a lot more resources here. Alright, well, let's get this last dungeon done. The last move set. Gowther Grimoire is a physical element support who weakens enemies' defense-related stats. Yippee! Through the link effect and restricts their actions. Okay, so this is a physical support. Oh shit! Akiharu, thank you for the raid! How you doing? Hold on 1 second, let me get my, What were you up to? Oh, Mario Kart 8 Deluxe, nice! We're just trying to get a hang of Gowther before we start trying to pull for him. Whenever an allied hero attacks an enemy affected by Link, sync is granted to the entire team, increasing attack. So Link is a debuff. I guess it's supposed to mean restrict. Memory break. Oh god, Gowther, stop doing that. Inflicts damage on enemies and decreases their defense for a set duration. A Nightmare Link inflicts damage and Link. Enemies affected by Link have their have their block rate decreased, and allied heroes deal additional damage when attacking them. Okay. Ultimate move, Blackout Field. Inflicts damage and applies Shutdown. Enemies affected by Shutdown are stopped in place and take increased damage. However, enemies performing certain actions or that are immune are not stopped. Okay. Oh god, Gowther's wearing the, Look at this. Gowther's got the giant armor on. That's a cool skin. Oh man, I want that. Okay, and then this inflicts Link. That's shut down. So the core combo is that. Sailor Moon pose. That's a fun autocorrect, though. Okay. I see the applications. Lower defenses. Give you a little Link. So Gowther has 3 weapons, it looks like, that he can use. Grimoire, Wand, and Staff. So, can we exchange right now? Bundles. Nah, I haven't paid a penny into this yet. I'll get my weekly purchase of 7, I guess. So... Cube keys, hero pickup draw tickets, and then... Where's the event tickets? Must own hero. So I do not know how to get those. Premium draw user over your tickets might bring you some luck. Okay. So we need the hero pickup draw ticket. Okay. In-game mail, check the Book of Stars. Whoops. Okay. In-game mail. What do we got? Ooh. There's a lot of good rewards. Okay, well, let's see if I can exchange for some Gowther, because we're going to go for this. Yeah, draw 10, and I'm 20 away from a guaranteed. So we're going to the shop, right? I'll look through all these later. don't know why hero info is got a notification over it for some reason. Is it armor? I don't know. So shop, exchange, star fragments. Let's get 10. And now let's try and see if we can drop a Gowther. No. No, we got a couple of rares. Oh! Gowther. We already got him. There we go! Gowther has been acquired. Cute bean! I was like, am I really going to have to draw another 10 and grind at, 700 and 755 more to get him? All right then. Guess who is going in? Now, who has a staff I might be able to barter off of? Also, who's got... Well, actually, I can choose any weapon, can I? Well, I gotta unlock... It looks like I gotta unlock the, rest for him. I like the twin swords on you. Thanks, NSM. So who's going in? I think we put Deanne and Gowther together. We get two of the sins going on with the two new characters, because those are the only two sins we've got. Why has Gowther still got a, Again, Gowther's got a notification marker over him. Right, I can't do anything there. Alter ego. Mastery potential skins? Oh, I can unlock these for just star fragments. Okay, well, there's the fourth poster girl of the Boar Hat. Acquiring conditions. Unlocks upon acquiring Gowther's engraved equipment. Exclusive skin draw reward. Okay. Well, let's get our team lineup. And do we have any other lightning? I mean, I might have to swap you out, Tiore, because Gowther works really well with lightning, but we... So, Gilthunder, absolutely. Actually, I think Gowther and Gilthunder, the pink hairs. Yep, all pink hair, except for you, Tristan. But... I should see about what everybody's got in hand, what they're wearing. Gowther's only a level 1, though. So all I can do is hold level 1. I shouldn't really... Enhance, maybe? Guardian's Wand, do we have another one? We'll enhance it with its own. Gowther's in the house. Alright. Now we gotta actually do stuff, don't we? Where are we? Right, we are going into Act 2, but we were kind of cleaning up a little bit of the side missions in town. Again, I really have no cycle for this. I have no idea what I'm doing. We're just going to keep plowing forth. I don't know if I should be grinding something, some of the bounties, some of the objectives, like the weeklies or dailies. I really don't know. But for now, let's just head into town, and then maybe we'll move on to Act 2 and see if we can earn some of those event tickets. Oh! What's up? What's up, everybody? Forgot you can see real players in here.
Captain was wearing a really strange uniform there, and why is Captain on a dragon? These are questions for another day.
Alright, we gotta find Jensen. Right, and I keep forgetting that the, you gotta, like, manually track them. So it looks like it's... Wait, is it this way? What was... How do I mount again? No, I did not want to use a potion, damn it. Ah, why? Well, no, I guess I do gotta go across. Gowther looks so weird writing this. Looks like he is over this way. Yeah. I'd do that to them. I'd mess with people. It's like, oh, nice soundboard.
Yes, soundboard. That is exactly what this is. Hadayuki was a little up here, and, a bit whiny, if I remember correctly.
It's as close as I can remember doing it. It's not easy. No voice changer. Right? Voice mod is not on. Nope. That's clean. Ah, deep cut, Primo. All right, Aki, thank you for the raid. And thank you for swinging by. Oh, Jensen, you're just over here? Jensen. You wouldn't happen to have a friend named Jared, would you? With a Greek last name? Carry on my... Oh boy. Okay, so do we just go back now? Or, no, just... That was it. Cool. Well, we're over here. Yeah, we cleared pretty much this entire area, so you only have these two left. And then... we can get to that one, I guess. So we got 4 side quests left in the castle area. And then I guess we just move on to Act 2. And we start leveling up on Gowther, which, let's see here. Honestly, I should probably do a little bit of before we take him out. I don't know. Now I'll let him level in the, by way of the act. We haven't played enough of that. Mr. Norman, are you okay? You're drenched in cold sweat.
Prince Tristan, I'm fine. I'm so worried about my disciples. It feels like a hole is being torn in my stomach. It may not look like it, but it's really nothing. It's just that my disciples are doing their final evaluation today.
Final evaluation? I know what that is. You have to pass it to become a scholar, right?
That's right. It's the final hurdle to become a scholar. And once you pass that exam, you're done. Ouch! Ow, 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 ow. My disciples are a bit... well, they've only focused on studying, so they're not very skilled. I wish I could help them myself, but if I do, they might get disqualified.
What if someone else helps them? Not a scholar, but someone like me who knows nothing about research.
That might actually be okay. But I have 5 disciples.
Oh, that's fine. Just leave it to me.
Oh, great. Drop the bomb on the end. I was like, I can help your disciples. That was a 1 or 2. 5. Fuck. Alright, where are your damn disciples? Oh, no, that's that. Okay, no? You're not even gonna give me an area? Oh wait, where did all these come from? Okay, I think we're just really gonna move on to Act 2 after this one, but... I have no idea where this is. Oh, that's where they came from. All of these are new quests just branched out of this. What the... Oh boy. Deanne. Tell your friends not to keep trying to stomp us. Okay.
Well, now it's in the south. Whoops. Did not mean to do that. Well, this one side quest turned into 5. How lovely. I love when they do that. It's my favorite thing in video games. Oh my, she must have been so tired that she fell asleep with her eyes open. That's sad. Said I fell asleep? I'm sorry, it's just you were drooling. Slarp. God damn. There's so much to do right now, there's no way I would sleep. I can sleep when I'm dead. Collect research materials and make an experiment kit instead of sleeping. No, wait. Have to differentiate by location, climate, time, and test subject in the report. One more line, just one more... Ugh. You're gonna collapse if you keep this up. I'll get those things for you. In the meantime, you should take a break, Miss Charlotte. She's already asleep. Again, with her eyes open. Alright, I'll go gather the research materials while she rests. One side quest. 5 side quest! You want... What material do you want? I brought everything you asked for. Oh. I already had it all. Whether the origin of werebears is human or bear. Wow. Okay. They don't know? Okay. So, Legend of Leones, Fear of Water, Street Food in Leones. Where's Legend of Leones one? Fear of Water, there we go. Yeah, I'm in combat. Oh! Hello. Okay, now I can warp. Wait, I'm still in combat? Who got... Oh, you're pissed. Oh, he's got a knockdown. Wait, what was that? Okay, now are you gonna let me? Thank you. I love how he does the pose. When you accidentally... Yeah, I mean, I've been playing a lot elsewhere. So what do I have to do for... Gowther here? Ooh, armor. How do I unequip things from them? We're gonna get everybody down to their basics. And we're gonna let the recommended equipment go for the mains. Of course, I'm gonna put the high-end equipment on Gowther. Like, he's gonna get the first recommended equipment on there. In fact, I'll remove you until... Still don't have Merlin. I didn't play during Merlin's event. I feel sorry. Sorry, Landa. Sorry, Lauren. Oh, God, that is deeply disturbing. That is not... That's like going to a goth furry kink convention. That is like 5 kinds of wrong right there. Okay. Gowther gets the recommended to start with. Then you. Then you. Then you. As far as weapons go... Let's remove anyone from here. Well, you... No. Not gonna do sword. Axe, sword. No, so it's staves and wands. And grimoires. So you can only do staves right now. Well, I guess that's the best we can get him. No current changes, recommended equipment. We'll just put that back on you. And again, what is with... Oh. I got a lot of coin here. Yeah, enhance. I don't care. All right, we got our potential as well. And yes, we can now add wands and grimoire. We can now switch between them freely. Okay. What does T do? Oh, you did me, Laura, attack anime? Okay, before I start this one, I'm gonna use the restroom real quick. I'll be right back.
Let's see what this person wants. Oh.
Miss Fisheel, what are you doing here? Are you researching Lake Perns by any chance? Yes, my research is aquatic creatures of Leones. That's why I came all the way to Lake Perns, but I... The truth is, I hate water. I really, 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 really hate water. What? Oh no, then didn't you choose the wrong topic? I did. I wanted to research something different, but they made us choose our research topic by drawing lots. I'm just unlucky. In that case, you probably want to avoid going in the water as much as possible. Can you still manage fishing? I can, and I just came up with a great idea. I'll use a long fishing rod, like one giants use. Then I can fish even far away from the water. Or better yet, what if I could fish all the way from the rooftop of the capital? There's no way that would work. I'll just catch the fish for you instead.
Okay, so we're fishing now. Okay, so we gotta learn fishing now. Okay. Not the beetles. They just standing there. Where do I know this might be handy? Okay. So... Okay. Always a different fishing mechanic in every game I play, but... So, how many fish do you want? Oh, craft fishing bait. Wait, how did I craft again? Crap. Not you. What was the crafting menu? No. No. Okay, I'm learning a lot of shortcuts except for the crafting menu. We watched the game today, yeah. Yes, I know I can do that. How do I... Where are the keybinds?
again, I do not know how to open a freaking crafting menu. Whoops. Hold on. Z. Oh. So we gotta craft bait. Fishing bait, fishing bait. Okay. We'll just go with 15 for now. Unless you want more. Which I did. I crafted it. What more do you want? Oh, let me try and see if I can set that up today. And I'll let you know hopefully by the next stream, which should be this weekend. I've crafted bait. Oh. I forgot I had to collect it. Oh well. Okay. Well, there's fish. Well, Argentina was not my choice by way of... I've seen a lot of the way their fans have acted, and it's not... Ugh, there's no place for that. Come on, fish. There's something right here. There's one. Why is it... What is going on? I don't get it. Like, it... So do I have a certain amount of time? Is there something else I need to be doing? Wow, and it's only like certain fish that will go for it, it looks like. They all just turn away from it. And they really make you wait this long for... Oh my god.
Do I gotta get closer? Do I just gotta stand right here? There, it's right on top of you guys. You gotta win the tug of war, so, like, how is it a tug of war? You just hold it, right? Come on, cast. I don't know what's going on here. It just seems like you just gotta hold it and have a better endurance than the fish. What the hell? Like, see? They, Oh, I can tap it. It's... You gotta tap it. It's not a matter of just releasing it. You gotta tap it. Okay, so... Oh, that's all you needed? Okay. How did I switch back to Tristan? No, Gowther.
The good boy, the goat.
Voices of the cat in that new anime series Black Torch. Nice. You're not gonna last long, are you? When will Gowther be unlockable? I mean, he is unlockable right now. I got him. I unlocked him. Alright, well, I took care of 2 of your students. Looks like one is right down here, right? Is that one? You can glide, right? Like the others? I'm not following you there, Primo. Sorry. Oh, the other goat. Oh, that goat. Yes, of course. Right. Aren't you supposed to glide or something? Oh god, are you gonna make it? What's up, Nostalgia? Okay, I guess that's the best I'm going to do for now. Dive with X? Ooh. I got a little greedy there, but that's fine. Should not have done that. Let your stamina recover a little bit. Oh, I remember Asterisk War. I remember it was full of friends, and in the end, where we were all disappointed that we couldn't get to a third season because it seemed like the end of the second season, they finally got to the war in quote-unquote Asterisk War. So I had a lot of fun with it. I just wish we got to do more. Alright, back to Gowther. Oh, you want me to defeat this thing? Okay. Let's see if I remember the combo correctly. So... oh boy. Whoops. Yeah. Oh, I hate when they do this. Alright, they bounce back, too. Come on, Gowther. Get your ass out here. Need to level you up a lot. Alright, and then we'll bring Gil Thunder in, because his lightning defense has been decreased. That's not good. Ah, I thought I got out of there in time. New record, alright. So that was it, right? Oh. I have so many cube keys. Oh, you just respawn right on top of me. That's cool. You heard rumors are trying to... ooh, I would love to be a part of that if they could revive Asterisk War. I would love to return. Do I just get to go back now, or does that... was that it? We should be almost done. Did he just... I didn't see, did he? Well, nostalgia, I think my favorite moments in the anime were always Saya, who was played by my roommate at the time, Sarah Williams, would always just pop up, like upside down, hanging from a tree branch or from the floor above. And Sarah and I would always just laugh at that and just yell out, "Spider monkey!" every time she would do that. So those were my favorite moments. I'd see Gowther absolutely adopting the dab once he learns about it. Like, he would be relentless with the dab. Okay, we're just going around asking about the signature dish of Leone's. Meat pies. Cheap and filling. Fish and chips. I like your style. Fruit tart. Okay. All excellent choices. Oh, come on. You can climb that Gowther. I know you can. Fine. Take a long way around. Or... Come on, let me up here so I can climb the other thing. There we go. That's what I was looking for. Just wanted to climb that damn wall. Ayato is, he could be up there, but I would not rank him amongst, like... Oh, Lord, I would not rank him against OpenEye or Gowther. He would not stand a chance against either of them. Mr. Ramsey, or Gordon, sorry. Grilled beef. I like your style. Okay, so we gotta try and make grilled beef. Where'd the recipe go? Ah, here it is. Wait, is it? It's not crafting, it's something different, isn't it? Oh, right, we gotta use a fire. Honey bread, grilled beef. There we go. And I'll start with 2. That look good. That do look good. Eat the grilled beef. I don't mind if I do. Also, there's a chest in here somewhere, isn't there? How do I get access to that area? You cannot hide from me. That's Araragi. Nani the hell? Where is this stupid chest? There you are. We'll just glide down. I'm aware of the joke. We had to do that many times in the audiobooks. For those that don't know, in Kizumonogatari and Bakemonogatari, there's a ghost girl named Hachikuji. Is that it? Yeah, Hachikuji, who always calls the character that I voiced, Araragi, by different names, just by mispronouncing Araragi. And Araragi always corrects her, and she always says, "Sorry, I bit my tongue." It's kind of like a old Bokeh and Sukomi, like classic jokester straight man Japanese kind of humor thing. It's very simple, but they did it a lot of times in the books. And it was always a pun on Araragi in Japanese, but I don't think we could translate them one-to-one. But we tried as best as we could. Alright, I'm doing all these guys' homeworks for them, so does that mean I get to become a scholar at the end? Alright, what was the last one? Come on. Why are you not letting me exit out? What is this? Dude, I like that one. What was I going to look up? Keep getting rewards for that. Is there... And also, how do we get those special tickets? The event tickets. Reach shared mastery level 5 with Gowther. Wait, is this what... Do I have to unlock this somehow? Or is it just available? Yeah, I gotta purchase these, actually. How much is it? 1,900 and so 2,500 altogether. 2,500 is... At least $15. Great. Great. Again, what about those event tickets that I can do for Gowther's... Oh. Blueprints, draw tickets. Gowther's potential point. Are those in here somewhere? Wait, Crunchyroll only has sub? I don't know, because that's Aniplex that owns it. So I'm not entirely sure why they don't have the dub up there. I was unaware of that. Evil Dead Burn? No, I didn't. Wait, where was the last one? Legend of Leones. Sleight of hand. There you are. Come on, let me out of this. Stop doing that. Deep in the castle. That'd be fun. Yeah, Williams and Harlequer as the sisters, they do really good at that. I do wish we could get a chance at it, but... It's never been attempted, nor do I think it will be. Good lord, where is this? Wait. I don't know where to go. I need to go upstairs, but of course, but... I guess not these stairs. Oh. This will probably help. Thought they connected. Okay. Huh. How does this work? I don't know what's going on here. We'll start with this. How in the What's up, D23 Mon? Is that a reference to Disney's D23? Because, God, I wish I could go someday. Cassandra's Hachiuchi might be fun, too. Yeah. Yeah, there's, I heard about what's going on with Crunchyroll. Give me a minute here, because I need to collect my thoughts on this. Seriously, what the hell? These two are somehow on the roof of the building? Do I need... Is that where you want me to go? You gotta give me roof access, though. However you want to do that. Oh, nice. That's really cool. I've never been, but I live in California, so I really need to figure out a way to go. You know, I always look forward to it every year. Seriously, what do you want to do for me in situation here? I see no way to staircase up further, so do you truly want me to get on the roof of the building? Which, that's a lot of stamina I do not have. Oh, nice! Well, happy early birthday! And the date, yeah, Disneyland started construction July 19th, or 16th, yep. Oh, hey, star fragments. So, seriously, what am I supposed to do here? Is there a...
What the F? What the actual F?
Oh, wait, is there other ways to get up there? Or other entrances in the castle that'll help me? Such as over here. I feel like I just... Oh, I'm still gonna take this, though. When is D23 this year? It's August, usually, isn't it? August or September? Let me go up the stairs. Okay. No, I'm just back here. Seriously. What in actual hell am I supposed to do? Where am I supposed to go? Unless you have a secret, like... No, you do not. The other two were easy to find, but you really want to give me guff on this one, don't you? Oh, wait. Tucked in the corner, of course. Wait, there's two. Oh, right. And the last one. Oh, that's so cool. I may be related to a Disney legend. I'm still trying to find him on the family tree, but according to my great aunt Kathy, we are related to Lee Harleen, who was the composer of When You Wish Upon a Star, which, like, you don't get more Disney legend than that. When You Wish Upon a Star is still being played in their opening crawl, so I really want to be able to confirm that and be able to have that on my, like, mind as, alright, I'm fulfilling a family destiny by someday working for Disney. I will be the second in my family to work for Disney someday. Where's the stairs? Where are the stairs? God, this place is a freaking maze. Was it this? Yeah, here we go. And he also composed Hi Ho in Snow White. And it seems plausible because he's from Salt Lake City, Utah, and I do have a lot of ancestors and family members from there. Especially on my dad's side, which is where it's being claimed from. Paige O'Hara, Jodie Benson. You met some real good ones. Ming Na. Bill Farmer is one of those that I've got to meet. That's the only one among them that I've got to meet. Tristan was grounded, so he took the stairs away. We're just going to go by Breath of the Wild physics here. We're just going to keep climbing and just going in a straight line. No matter. That's the way to traverse. There's a chest here, in there. Yep. Yes, Aladdin is definitely my favorite Disney movie. Grew up with it. It's pretty much the biggest inspiration for me in becoming a voice actor. Robin Williams, may he rest in peace. Truly a legend, and yeah, truly one of the biggest reasons I ever considered becoming a voice actor. So again, I'm on a quest. If I can confirm that Leigh Harleen was in my family tree, then I'm gonna have to be really hitting up Disney, being like, hey, you want another generation Disney star here? All right. Oh, of course, now I gotta go all the way back in there. Come on. Yeah, who was Steve in Mandalorian and Grogu? I forget. Ah, come on. Here, I'll go up here. There we go. Zeb, right. Big purple dude. Yes. Chris Berman, Jerry Bruckheimer, yes. Okay, Susan Egan. Eric Goldberg, Anne Hathaway, Kim Irving, Dwayne Johnson, the Jonas Brothers, Lin-Manuel Miranda, Alan Tudyk. That's a good lineup. That's a real good lineup. Steve's always great. I love Steve. All right. Also, are just chests appearing out of nowhere now? Or am I just unable to get this one? Oh. Wait a minute, what? What the hell? I don't think that was supposed to happen, but okay. Anyway. Nothing I can say recently. Oh, yes. Pat Carroll. Alright, again, we just go in a straight line here. Which means... we just jump over walls and glide down. One second here, guys. Just want to double check something. Oh, I saw... damn it. My chat didn't see this earlier. I missed a question from Richard from the YouTube chat. I need to figure this out, how to double stream like this. I just wanted to make sure, because I was like, oh, YouTube chat hasn't said... But yeah, no, there has been another one in there that didn't get broadcasted to me. It might pop out. That's unfortunate. Yeah, I know. That was one of my favorite things in Seven Deadly Sins was the unexpectedness of Gowther getting decapitated and just being perfectly fine. Seal Merchant. Women's World Cup soccer tournament is in Brazil. Nice. My hometown of Seattle hosted a couple of the World Cup games. Unfortunately, I know there's that VTuber, I can't remember her name, that has been, every team she's rooted for has lost. Christine and I are kind of on the same streak with her because it's been the same teams that we've rooted for. We rooted for Mexico, and then we rooted for France over Spain, and we rooted for, today, England over Argentina. But before that, we rooted for Norway over England. It's been not a good streak. And Christine, not being a huge sports fan herself and actually getting herself invested in this, swore to me never again because of this. And I'm the Mariners fan who's used to losing. That's unfortunate. Ayato's voice was just really kind of my normal voice. I was just, pitching him up a little bit, or not even pitching him up, but just kind of giving him a more youthful energy because he was in high school at the time. And yeah, it was, this is pretty much it. All right, we have 368 Brilliant Engraving Seal. Craft engraved equipment. Okay. Wow. That is the, Maybe I should get it. I have enough. May as well. Why not? All right. We are whittling down the last of the side quests. Hopefully this is not one that's going to branch out into 5. I tell you, I got enough of that in the Edge of Fate Destiny expansion. That one really pissed me off because it was like, oh, there's, 50 or 40 steps to this quest. I'm on step 35 now, so yeah, I'm doing good. I'm making good progress, and I should be done with this soon. And then step 35 through 40, each of them split off into 5 quests to complete or something like that. It was nuts. It was a lot of stupidity that way. And I'm like, just keep it contained. Why do you have to confuse it that way? MMOs do that a lot in certain ways, but even they know how to keep it contained. It just feels cheap padding when you're like, okay, here's a quest. Okay, now here's 5 quests to complete this quest. Why not just make the 5 quests steps to complete this quest instead of making them separate quests altogether? I don't get it. I don't have any favorite lines from Ayato. I can't remember. It was so many years ago that I can't really remember any lines yet. Magiri style. That's all I remember. The Primo, you don't gotta bring him up. You don't gotta bring Ducker up. I think Gowther would really love it if you had a pumpkin head from the Headless Horseman D23. Oh, iShow Speed is also jinxing the teams he's rooting for? Ah. Interesting. Okay. Test your luck. Okay, so we got a scammer. Oh. Yeah, he's a scammer. He's going to make us win, and then he's going to bet us for more. Oh, that was okay. I guess I'm just like so, city, like big metropolitan distrustful, living in LA and Seattle before then. And Joel McHale played college football at UW? Really? On the 1993? No shit. And he's a big supporter of the Seahawks, isn't he? I'd much rather have him be our spokesperson than Chris Pratt. But, one's an MCU star, one starred in Community. So the Seattle football team will go with the one that draws them the most money. Yeah, I knew Joel was a Seahawks fan. I love his work. I love Community, especially. It's one of my favorite shows of all time. And also, Thomas, I always root for the Huskies. We are a Husky family growing up. UW, I actually didn't apply to UW. I should have. But I got accepted pretty early on to the University of Puget Sound, so I pretty much really wanted to go there and have my heart set on it. I really should have considered UW more, honestly. Might have been a good experience. It's all those what ifs, because college was rough for me, especially senior year when I caught walking pneumonia. I got into into a bout of depression at that time, and senior year I barely passed. Oh, I'm a huge Jurassic Park fan. Saw that shit in theaters. Got the original toy line. I remember. Oh, Karen Gillan and Michael Rooker. Nice. Yeah, Karen Gillan I remember before MCU because I'm a huge Doctor Who fan, so... Amy Pond. Amy Pond, grab your coat. She said it's not easy being blue, but he said that's a funny interchange or exchange. Helen, what do you need, Helen?
What should I do? It's not like I can have him come back home. Oh, dear. Oh, your highness. Perfect. Miss Helen, what's going on? I have a favor to ask of you. Are you headed to the North Gate by any chance? You see, my son forgot to take the mail I packed for him. I would take it to him myself, but he'd give me an earful for walking alone at night. Oh, no, he'll be hungry. I'm beside myself with worry. I can't imagine how sad my baby must feel working on an empty stomach. He must be so exhausted working late at night. If you're heading in that direction, can you please give him his dinner? My baby boy stands guard at night by the North Gate. Look for an adorable boy and you'll find Mark. Don't worry. Oh, don't worry, I'll find him. There's a chest around here somewhere, too. You can't hide from me. You can't hide from me. Is it up on the roof? It's probably on the roof. Nope. Down here. Oh, here it is. Oh yeah, no, I'm aware that I share a birthday with Sylvester Stallone and the Maori twins. Am I Coco? Wait, how do I Should I let it rip? Should I do this? One second. So yeah, Richard, I just saw your messages. How do voice actors develop chemistry? Do you record alongside, say, in this case, No, we record individually. So there's not a lot of developing chemistry in the booth. A lot of that comes from just knowing who you're working with and what they're bound to sound like in a scene. So Kimberly and I didn't actually meet for the first 2 seasons of Nagatoro until we did a convention together. So yeah, it really is that what you think the other person sounds like, or what they're going to sound like. And of course, that's hard for the first few episodes because I
recorded in a vacuum, but whenever there was a point where Kimberly did get to record ahead of me, then I got a little bit of a taste of it, a little bit of an idea, and yeah, you really have to use your individual facilities. And yeah, Mariners did so great last year. I'm still waiting for us to reach the World Series. I've been a lifelong Mariners fan. My mom used to work for them back when they first started, actually. And yeah, Cal, you never see somebody getting that many home runs and repeating the same thing the very following year. It's very rare, if at all. I don't think I've ever seen an example of that. So I was really expecting Cal to, yeah, not perform the same as he did. That's an anomaly when you can get into a zone like that. And you really got to hold on to that momentum. There was also a lot of break during the spring training and all that. And I believe the World game, the World All-Stars game or something like that. So I still believe Dan Wilson can make some good decisions when he's got the right team around him. And I was a Dan Wilson fan back at the Kingdom. I rooted him on. That's how old I am. What's up, Fairy Tale? How does it feel to be in character? Yes, also winning the division, because I'm old. I was around for the 1 year that the Mariners won 116 to tie the all-time seasonal record. I'm worried about the Dodgers maybe catching up to them this year on that. Let me see. Where are the Dodgers at right now on their record? 61 out of 33. Or 61 wins, 36 losses. They have 65 games. So they would have to win 55 out of 65. They'd only, if they only lost 10, then they could, no, that's all the Mariners have right now, guys. Do not take that away from us. We only have our records. We don't have the wins, but we have the records at least. We don't have the World Series, but we have Ichiro and Randy Johnson and 116 wins in this season. Oh, it's tough being a Seattle sports fan. Might get our Sonics back, though. Might, but the game has changed so much in basketball that I don't know if I'd watch it anymore. Just, it's not the same game. What Pokemon would I want to bring to Disneyland with me? Oh, easy. Gengar, and we go to the Haunted Mansion and ride it over and over again. Absolutely. They were a 3 seed. Oh yeah, that's right. And that's the thing that also pisses me off, is that the Mariners really kind of pioneered the whole scouting from overseas, especially in Japan, because, you know, we had Ichiro Suzuki, we had Kazuhiro Sasaki, we had a whole slew of Japanese players come in, and we were kind of the pioneers of that. And then for some reason we stopped doing it, and now the Dodgers did it with Shohei, and now look what happened. Oh, Shohei is one of the best freaking baseball players in the world. You take a flying Pokemon to avoid trap. What if somebody just takes, I don't know, a Voltorb and just threatens it to self-destruct so they can go to the front of every line? So I haven't seen Witch Hat Atelier there, Fairy Tale, so I'm not sure exactly what happened or the fallout of that. But no, Richard, I grew up on, you know, the 95 to 2001 season. I went to go see him in the Kingdom with Ken Griffey Jr., Jay Buhner, Edgar Martinez, Alex Rodriguez, Dan Wilson was the catcher at the time, and I was a catcher in my little league team, so I was always paying attention to him. Ichiro Suzuki, oh my god, like we were spoiled with such an amazing all-star team. And there is a 4-hour documentary on YouTube that I still haven't finished yet, but I need to go back every so often. What is it? Yeah, the history of the Seattle Mariners Supercut Edition on Secret Base, 3 hours and 40 minutes. And it basically breaks down how the Mariners are not the most winning team in history, MLB history, but they are the most interesting team. By all accounts, when you look at what they've done, at their storyline and progress, I have no shame in saying this. The Mariners are the fucking anime protagonists of the MLB. They are the Ash Ketchum, which means, you know, they may not win the Pokemon League, but they're the story you follow, and when the time comes and they win that league, it's going to mean so much more than any win has ever meant to any team before. Trust me on this. Wait, where am I going? Seattle will always have some advantage with Japanese players due to the relative proximity. Well, same can be said about Los Angeles Dodgers, both West Coast. Same thing in NHL for Detroit with European players. Interesting. So Detroit, I'm guessing you're saying pioneered bringing European players over, and then that started catching on, and they got kind of leapfrogged on that. How do I get into character and remain in character? So, Thomas, that is... getting into character is always just kind of accessing a certain emotion that you are familiar with. You're never playing something falsely. You got to play it genuinely and authentically, so it's an emotion that you can connect with. So, like, say for Ayato, he's a curious student getting thrust into this world where he's an expert swordsman, but is unsure about what's going on around him. He's a little sheltered. So, you know, I've got kind of the fish out of water feelings before moving to California, going to college. Those are things I know. So it's just all about, for certain characters like Gowther, it's a little easier because Gowther is a much more character-y voice for me. It's outside of my normal print here, my resting voice. So a lot of times for like Ryuji Takasu, I've really got to dial it in because it is kind of an arresting voice, but just pitched down. With Gowther,
It's kind of in my head voice, so it's easier to kind of step into. As soon as I feel it, in my voice, I can feel it all around my body and just kind of, especially in my mind, and play the character.
by the time you paid attention to baseball, they faded from their glory. It was Raul Ibanez and Richie Sexton by then. Yep. And I'm such a fair weather fan myself. I kind of had to stop paying attention for many, many years because my blood pressure just couldn't take it anymore. It's hard. Again, it's hard being a Seattle sports fan because not only did we lose our basketball team, our baseball team is just a roller coaster of emotions. The Seahawks are the same way in a different way. They only ever want to show up in the fourth quarter of any game. So yes, but other teams figured out soon enough. Detroit used to take excellent players in late draft rounds like Nick Lidstrom. Can't do that anymore. Every team scouting knows what you do now, more or less. And like 30, yep. You can be a pioneer, but that don't mean that you're going to hang on to that advantage forever. Because others may come along, take what you've pioneered, and develop it and enhance it even more. If you're not keeping up with the trends, if you're just resting on the laurels of, oh, well, we did this first. It's like, yeah, it worked for you then. Is it going to still work for you? Witch Hat is a fantasy manga created by Komone Shirahama. The anime is animated by Studio Bug Films. I'm not actually familiar with them. You've been lucky enough to meet both voices for Ash in person. Veronica Taylor and Sarah. Oh, yeah. No, I met both of them. They're great. Yeah, they're really great. I'm very... Well, thank you. I try to be. Took a lot of training to get outside because people are like, oh, I have no range. It's like, yeah, and I thought that about myself when I started, but it just really just keep practicing, training yourself to do these different types of voices, but it's not the voices that matter, it's the characters that you can do with them. All right. We're almost done with all the side quests, I believe, here in Leones. I mean, it says 100 out of 104, 7 out of 23, so there seem to be some secret quests that I need to find about here. God, do I miss the days when guidebooks were not looked down upon. I used to purchase so many guidebooks for video games. Legend of Zelda. I still have a lot of the collector's edition ones. I should pull them out. Oh, you stumbled across Magi Volume 3. Nice! I still need to get the set. I wish they would do a box set of Magi or something. Because I still haven't read the finale that I never got to voice. Another game, like Asterisk War. Magi, another one. Excel World, another one. Hopefully not Don't Toy With Me, Miss Nagatoro. But there are just a lot of animes that never get to see their conclusion. And it's really unfortunate, especially as somebody who lives to tell the stories and wants to see those stories through. Finish the story. Goddamn Cody Rhodes it. Don't leave me hanging. I've got Alibaba and Haruyuki Arita and Ayato Amagiri and Yuta Gamon from Occultic 9 and Naoto Hachioji, aka Senpai from Nagatoro. All of these people are waiting to finish their story. So Anime Studios, can we please do it? Can we please? There are fans still waiting for it. We got that Excel World movie that had no target audience. Right, exactly, because it introduced characters that were introduced much later in the light novels that never got adapted to the anime. So, not even introduced the characters, just pretended that they've always existed. It's so frustrating. All right.
It's the strangest thing. I could swear I stocked up on everything. Did I miscount?
Did something go missing?
Yes, I got some beads to sew onto clothes, but the quantity is off.
If it's gone missing, there's a chance it was stolen.
Oh, please, it's cheap stuff. They're shiny pebbles that aren't worth a single coin.
Maybe they're not trying to sell it off, or maybe you dropped them somewhere.
If I dropped them, I would know. They're made of glass, so I would have heard them clacking or breaking. It's really strange, and it's not just me. All of the merchants around here have been having similar problems.
There are more victims?
That's right. The shop next door, Mr. Thompson's, was hit pretty hard. I only lost some cheap beads, but this has been happening for days, Grandmaster. Can you please investigate this issue?
Yeah, we're definitely going to need to look into this. Theft is a serious crime. So we talked to Mr. Thompson. Saw a video on Twitter earlier today that went over how they animated a scene from episode 10 of Witch Hat. Yeah, it's really cool. A lot of their processes there. Can we steal cars in this game? No, this ain't GTA. We ain't 5Ming this. Nagatoro will get finished. Reading everything, it feels like the momentum behind it now is unlike anything since the last episode. And the Japanese Nagatoro was very direct about it wanting as well. And here's the fun thing. The Japanese voice actor for Nagatoro, Sumire, she is kind of like me in a way, in that she has stepped in a wrestling ring. She is an anime voice actor who has held a championship title from a wrestling promotion. I hope there's a chance someday we can chat about that. That'd be really cool. Or do some cross-promotion shit with that. I mean, Nagatoro... I was about to say Naruto. God damn it. That's my old self, high school self coming through. Nagatoro... Judo is a big subplot in there, so why not have that crossover? Like, we can tag team, or, I mean, she's holding the DDT Iron Metal Heavyweight Championship, which is basically, back in the Attitude Era, the hardcore 24/7 championship. So, you know, maybe we can tag team, or maybe I'll just find a way to take that belt. I do have all the Asterisk War Blu-rays, actually. They're on my Plex server, even. I've ripped pretty much every Blu-ray I have and put it on my Plex server.
You bean, Sparkle.
Yeah, Tom, and she's not doing like a full promotion thing in wrestling right now. She won the DDT Iron Metal Heavyweight Championship, which is kind of a joke belt in its own right. So she can defend that anytime, get rid of it at any time. She's not locked with that belt to any kind of promotion. People have lost that belt on YouTube videos. So some guy was holding it and tapped the Vince McMahon star on the Hollywood Walk of Fame. It's like, here it is, tap, tap. And then a referee comes out of nowhere. It's like, nope, the star is the champion now. You tap to it. And they gave the star, the inanimate object, the belt. I was blue in Pokemon Generations. Yep. The greatest Pokemon master in the world? That is me. I gotta throw out a Blastoise. That was a dream come true. They're expensive on eBay? Well, yeah. And Aniplex got a bad reputation. I saw just by social listening. You know, I'd be on Reddit and Instagram and stuff like that. And I pay attention to comments, even though I don't participate as much. And I saw a lot of people throughout the years always complain, especially on Facebook, about Aniplex's pricing for their Blu-rays. And I just gotta say, as an older millennial, get off my GD lawn, kids. Seriously. Do you know what it was like having to buy anime on VHS? Do you know what it was like buying anime on early DVD? Because when DVD came out, there was no such thing as seasonal sets. Even Simpsons took like 5 years to come up with the first season set, and then that became like the highest selling DVD of all time, pretty much. But it was still the same as VHS. You'd buy a DVD with the same amount of episodes on it, even though it could hold more. Except now you can buy it with the subtitled version, the Japanese audio track, and the subtitles. Except one or the instead of just one or the other, like in, you know, my earliest case, Card Captors, aka Card Captor Sakura, as it was originally known, but we had to buy the Card Captors VHS, which had the English dub, butchered, and then you had to go to Suncoast Video to find the VHS, more expensive, for the subtitled versions, which had episodes that never aired in America, and were in the correct order, so... Sorry, you guys got me on a rant here. Got me on an ADHD rant. Yeah, so when people are like, oh, it's $80 to get 24 episodes on a Blu-ray set, that is too much. I'm like, y'all are spoiled. It used to be $20 to $25 in early 2000s money, not adjusted for inflation, for 3 episodes. So to get a whole 24 to 26 episode series, you were paying well into $200. In fact, I'm pretty sure that's exactly what it cost for just Tenchi Universe on the VHS box set. One of the only VHS like full series box sets I ever saw of an anime, and it was $200 in that time's money. Yeah, $80 for a full season Blu-ray, getting both audio tracks, special features, and all that. Don't tell me that's too expensive. Inuyasha and Trigun. Yep. And back then, Richard, it was, that was pretty much all you had. If you were an anime fan and you met another anime fan, you were pretty much guaranteed to have watched the same things because both of you only had access to what was showing on TV. Adult Swim was the gateway and pretty much the controller of the anime market at the time because it was whatever they were airing that we were familiar with. Not many people would go out and collect Blu-rays or not Blu-rays, DVDs or VHSs at that time. There'd be a little bit of tape trading. Back in my high school, we did a little bit of tape trading, but yeah. The biggest problem is paying $130 for 12 episodes on an Aniplex release. That can be a little rough too, yes. But still, I'd argue it'd be about the exact same for the VHS back in the day. In fact, it'd be more if you adjust it for inflation. It's still cheaper in the end than what it used to cost. And especially because you own it now. You don't have to subscribe to the service, and in perpetuity, you can always pop it in and watch it without commercials or anything. I'd still say, like, if it's a good box set, $130 for 12 episodes on an Aniplex release could be worth it. It has to be a very popular show, and you have to pack it with some really good features. But I think that you can make a 12-episode series worth $130. I wouldn't encourage it as a physical collector, but again, I'm still coming from an old mindset where it's just like, 12 episodes back in the day would have cost just as much, and it would have just been... Actually, it would cost more with inflation. I mean, you're also talking about manufacturing, and we're talking about physical media, which is getting to be a lost art, which I really hate. And yeah, no, Richard over here on the YouTube chat is mentioning, yes, it's funny how people complain about what things cost. The way to support your favorite shows in business terms is actually pay for them, because that's what is translated anywhere. So if there's a show you support and you want to see it continue, I know but they're not trying to like squelch us for ungodly amounts of money, because if they did, they would make these like limited releases like they did with the Cowboy Bebop thing. That was squelching for money. The Cowboy Bebop 20th anniversary, where you had to pre-order it and basically crowdfund it, and you had to pre-order it for like $300, $500 to get all these special things like the vinyl and stuff. I was tempted, but that was scrounging for money. If you make it mass available, generally public available, I don't see them ever really purposefully setting a price point that is meant to price people out. They're only setting a price point that makes sense to their business. A listing on eBay for Asterisk War for 1800s? Yeah, that's not right. And that's the problem, is when, like, I'm a big physical media collector because I believe in media preservation. When people let licenses lapse and then put things out of print and provide no other alternative to it, that's a problem. That's a huge thing I advocate against. I believe that everything should be preserved that is published. Such as, like, my example is, it should be preserved one way or another. It doesn't mean it should be widespread, but it should be preserved. Like right now, Toradora, one of my proudest works. You cannot legally access the English dub anymore. It is out of print on Blu-ray, and the license lapsed from NIS America, so it is not on any streaming service. So right now, the English dub is essentially a lost media. Yeah, my boy Ducker there didn't do the Black Cats too well, did he? Going to the lighthouse. Like, yeah, I don't want to pretend that, you know, prices aren't really high, and especially in this economy where people really don't have a lot of spending money. But I can just always say, at least from my perspective growing up, it does feel like the price per episode, the price per feature in officially bought, licensed, first-hand, still in print Blu-rays, there hasn't been anything that's really made me say that's too much. Except for, again, the Cowboy Bebop crowdfunding situation, where I was just like, no. As much as I want, like, the vinyl from Cowboy Bebop along with a really special 20th anniversary edition of the Blu-ray, I just can't justify that. And yeah, I'm not talking about the secondhand market here, guys. I'm not talking about what people want for these things on eBay. I'm just talking about what is being sold at manufactured suggested retail price. That's it. Because I say fuck scalpers, but the way to curb scalpers is by preserving your publications and not making them lost media. Simple as that. 7 Deadly Sins, the only Blu-rays for season 1. If Netflix were ever to lose the license, that's years of my work that just completely gets erased. So to recap, as far as I've been suggesting, or as far as I've been gleaming and reading, this guy's Crow, named Snowball, is the one stealing everybody. I'm just trying to get through these side quests because these don't matter. Okay. Retrieve the missing item. And Richard, I don't know how you think we're ultimately rewarded by people supporting the official release. I can tell you, unfortunately, it is not by way of residuals at all. Oh, there's a... What the hell? That's new. It is by way of supporting the show that could potentially give it a continuation. That is the utmost way to support a show. If you want to see Nagatoro Season 3, if you want to see Asterisk War Season 3, well, if you did at the time, I think that's a bygone conclusion at this point. Yeah, in general, absolutely. Oh, shit. There we go. I was like, why can't it let me go around that lip? No, drop. Drop, Gowther. Drop. Drop it and twerk it. Okay, I want you guys to answer this for me. Because, you know, you can always ask me questions about what I think Gowther would do, this or that, but here's the thing. I'm the actor, not the writer. I can gleam all I want up until, like, as an actor and try to incorporate that, but if the text of the script tells me otherwise, there's nothing I can do about that. Like, I can say, for example, the stupid example, I can say Gowther's a fan of Linkin Park, but then, you know, someday down the line, there may be in the text saying Gowther hates Linkin Park and actually likes Evanescence. So no matter how much I was acting upon that earlier, there's the text that's sacred. So we're always free to come up with interpretations outside of the text. I want to know from you guys. From what we know of Gowther so far, until any other text is added, what songs do you think he would sing at karaoke? What do you think his go-tos would be? Because again, you can always ask me, and I can always come up with my interpretation, but you're free to as well. I do not own this character as the voice actor. I'm just the one they chose to bring him to life. In just the English dub, because there was somebody before me who did that too. Maybe Rock the Black Parade. We'll carry on. We'll carry on. Yeah, teach him to behave. Okay, was that the last one? No, we got one more. And even still, it says 105 out of 144, but these are the only ones I see available here. This, or does Leonie's continue anywhere? No. There are some secret, there's 38 secret quests, along with one. I can't even highlight these to see what the. Oh, here we are. Hidden quest, side quest. Those side quests should have all been like filled out. I should have 12 out after that one that sent me on those 5 separate ones. They're sitting listening to death metal.
Hey, Ambi. What's up, baby?
I like that image. Have I ever encountered a Pokemon scalper? Oh, I mean, define encountered. I've seen them. I've never, like, confronted one or had any kind of interaction with, but there is one of those Pokemon machines at a local store for me, and I always see people just loitering around there, even though the machine itself has a warning on it saying no loitering allowed. But I just see people, the same people, hanging out there for hours, waiting for the machine to drop. It's really, yeah. It's disgusting behavior. It's exploiting kids. Why are the scalpers always in Crocs? Well, if they have no self-respect to scalp, they have the same amount of self-respect to wear Crocs. That's why. Like, I've got a bunch of Pokemon cards that I'm probably going to sell, but they weren't intended to scalp. They're just a bunch of duplicates, or, you know, I was ripping for fun, but realized, you know, I may not be playing this game. I'm playing a lot more Magic lately. And I'll show you guys what's been going on with my Magic shit. Wait. All right. Stop putting the pins down. Of course, it's in the frickin' castle. No, seriously, we're in such a bad way with our economy and the job market and everything. People aren't participating in the commerce or like wanting to because our income sucks, the inflation's high. Why the fuck are these scalpers trying to make a commerce or a market off of themselves and rely on that? I mean, I guess it's because the job market sucks that we all like feel a need to do that, to hustle, to make a market off of our own efforts and do it ad hoc, but it's still just... No, just participate, like, learn the new skills, participate in... Like, I might have to do that. I've been kind of doing that myself. I've been writing a lot of copyright articles and doing a lot of research and things from time to time that I have no interest in, but just to make a few ends meet. Sorry, I'm really sounding old, aren't I? I'm getting to Unk territory here.
Hi, Yampy. You here to mooch? Yep.
But that's all more, again, directed towards scalpers. Just trying to create a market off of... Like, inflating the market by creating an artificial market for it. Rather than just letting it be. Just pure exploitation off of other people. And not trying to bring money down to our class, but just take money from other people in our class. We're not trying to fight the system by... I mean, maybe they think they are. Maybe it's, you know, they think they're going to get that $4,000 card that's going to be bought by... Or maybe they think they're going to get... What was it? Post Malone paid $1 million for the One Ring card in Magic? Maybe they think that's going to happen, and the 1% is going to throw them a bone or something, but... It's worse than playing the lottery to me. It's playing the lottery and then trying to snake oil salesman your losing tickets to other people. That's the most apt analogy I can think of it. It's all just snake oil salesmen that made it. Oh, this card is worth this much, and it's hard for people to enjoy things anymore. I already had apples. All right. I believe that was it. Please tell me, once I exit the castle, let me out! That I will be completely free of side quests here. Looks to be. All right. So yeah, there's 36 still of regional quests that aren't on the map. 16 side quests and 1 hidden quest. A lot of chests. I guess they don't respawn, so that's good to know. But while we're at this point, let's see what we've earned. Wait, why am I still world level 1? And why does it have... Well, let's clear the notifications on the codexes. Codi? Okay. Again, I don't have this unlocked, so... I don't know what hawk passes do. I have no... There's so many different currencies in this game. So many different unlocks. So many different progression trees. There's so many different achievements. Night, Fairy Tale. Oh, the YouTube channel is, let me double check that. Sorry. That'd be King Chimera, but I believe the, yeah, it's... Hold on, let me double check this. Yeah, just E. Kimmerer. So my the first initial of my first name and then my last name. So YouTube/E. Kimmerer. That'd be the channel. And I'm just trying streaming on there for now. I might put some shorts up, some clips, some highlights of streams in the future. But just testing the waters, especially for something like this, where I actually get to play a game with a character I voice in it, even though we didn't get to voice the characters in this. Maybe in the future, maybe with enough support, they might consider an English patch. I don't know. Hold on one second. Richard said something here. Can you settle something, actually? In Nagatoro, when Senpai sketches her in judo stance, when she says, ignore the finger, look at the moon, was your confused huh scripted or ad-libbed? You sounded so confused. A few YouTube comments were convinced that you did that. It wasn't in the script. Is there... Hold on. Which scene is that? So when Nagatoro... When Senpai sketches her in the judo stance... Like, can you link the where you're seeing these comments? I don't know if links are allowed in YouTube chat, but or can you link the tag for it? Season 2, episode 8. When he's... Like, if you can find the YouTube clip or the YouTube where they're commenting what you're saying, I'd love to see it. I'm trying to remember that scene. I remember sketching her in the pose. Yeah, please do. All right, what's in our bag that needs examining? Right, we have master material, we have random avatar chest. Oh! I can get an avatar. Sheep! Okay, for Senpai from Nagatoro, sheep is perfect. You can select and obtain one of the following: iron ingot, silver ingot, gold, or platinum. And I can select the reward on that one. Okay. Do I vibe with lewd anime? Not so much. I'm not a big fan of the fan service stuff because I grew up with the Cowboy Bebops, the Triguns. I like anime to me growing up was a way of telling more fantastical adult stories without limit. Like Trigun was a great example, a freaking western set on another planet with all this stuff that would have required CGI at the time that wasn't available. But we got this story by way of what they were able to do. So no scale of stuff like hand holding, I know. So yeah, I'm not like a big fan of fan service or baiting people in with stuff like that. I'm a fan of good stories, and I'm a fan of using anime as a medium to tell really good stories. Really heartfelt, really meaningful ones. All right, let me see if you... Like, I'll pull it up. Like, I don't know if the chat will let you link it, but if you're able to, like, just copy... like everything after the question mark on the link and paste that, maybe that will work. Because I have not messed with my YouTube channel settings, so I do not know what's going on there. I should really take a look. Settings. Let me make sure it's not blocking you from that. Where the hell are my stream settings? Customize channel. Dashboard content, community. Or if you can just at least type in what the title of the video is. Because I can't find my chat settings and see if there's any auto moderation on posting links. I do not do YouTube too often. Let me clear the notifications still in here. Boom, boom. And then boom. Nagatoro's perfect pose. Okay. Let me see if I can pull that up. Ah, right. It's on Crunchyroll dubs. So let's bring this up here.
I said just do whatever's natural for you?
Whatever's natural. Alright, how about something like this?
Like a ready stance?
Uh-huh, it's Muay
Trying to
Thai.
listen for the you were,
So you look like you mean business.
I've only dabbled in it a little bit. But I can do other stuff too!
Huh, I take it that's boxing? What's this one?
Ignore the finger. Look at the moon.
Huh?
Okay, I get it. I don't think that was ad-libbed. I think that, I mean, if it was, there's very rare times of being able to ad-lib, and very rare times that you get to be in control of it as the actor. Sometimes there will be a pause in the Japanese audio, or like a silence in the Japanese track, that the director will be like, you know, there really should be something there, a reaction, I feel like. So let's just throw it in and see if, you know, it's not going to be actually scripted in. But let's throw it in just to see if they will accept it, because it really feels like it would be natural for that. So again, there's very few times I've gotten to ad-lib something that got to make the final cut, and one of them was not intended. It was in Toradora, where just to make the director and engineer laugh, for a scene where I had to go like yell, I decided to go high pitch and do a kind of thing. It was meant to be a blooper. It was meant to be cut, but somehow it made the final cut of the show, of the Blu-ray print. And then another one was the infamous Dunkachino line in Kuroko's Basketball, where to prank a friend of mine who hates the phrase Dunkachino after playing Destiny 2 together with another friend of ours who would say that often, I asked to rewrite a line in the show to Dunkachino, and it got printed. It got made to the final cut. So yeah, unfortunately, I can't say that one was ad-libbed. It may have been asked for by the director, saying, hey, put something in here, just like have a reaction, because, but I can't even confirm that. And I don't even know what she's talking about with the look at the finger, not the moon. That's got to be a real deep cut reference kind of thing. Oh. Classic Buddhist metaphor, I guess. The pause thing is how Seth Rollins got the burn it down, and it's That's really cool. I didn't know that. I dig Seth Rollins. Kinda. I don't know. He's hit or miss with me. Yeah, here we go. All right, I think we're mostly clear, except for these two. I think I got to actually enter them to clear the notification there. Same with that. Okay. That I'm kind of familiar with Final Fantasy XIV retainers. That I can kind of get my head around. Bruce Lee reference. I gotta look that up. Burn it down. Oh. Still love when he brought a conductor out for WrestleMania to conduct the audience for his entrance. Yeah, I think we are officially out of side quests or region quests. So I think the thing to do, and we can't teleport there, can we? No. Well, the thing to do now is to just go claim that land. on, let me up. There we go. Get some stamina back. Go home, Tiori. Are you too good for your home? It's your home. My dad and I would quote that every time we would go mini golfing. All right, well, let me double check I'm on the right track here. You know, I should just warp. What am I doing? Have I met Dan Green? I don't remember doing so. The mark of a great wrestler is when they have a ridiculous theme song that outright to be objectively bad, but the crowd loves anyway. Like Sean. Yes, Sean. That is a good example for both of them. That is an astute breakdown of both their entrance songs. They weren't the greatest, but they were earworms. Whatever, there are fish down there, but I only have kind of poor bait. So magic ships. Can't you just take me there? What am I supposed to do with this? I forgot every mechanic about that. How am I supposed to get to the other area? Are you gonna take me there? No? No? Oh, no. I don't want to do that. How the hell? Oh. What? Okay. There's vehicle sections in a gacha game. I am so thrilled. Can you test Gowther, purple armor, or second engraved set? I haven't unlocked anything with Gowther yet other than just unlocking Gowther. I would love to be able to do that for you right now, but I am not a gacha game mechanic whiz or expert or anything. I'm just the voice of Gowther, and my boy dropped in the game today, so...
We just out here exploring, that's all.
Have I seen the Yu-Gi-Oh anime? I remember downloading the original Yu-Gi-Oh anime, the one that didn't make it to America, in fact. So if you can tell me how to do that, I would be happy to help you out with that, but I do not know exactly how to do that. It's my first time playing this game since it came out. And I played no gacha game ever before that. I just... Yeah. Sorry. Harlequin. What's funny is that not many people know. I was in a one second. I was in a never released dub of Yu-Gi-Oh! Zexal that Bang Zoom was preparing because there was a lawsuit going on at the time. And it starred Johnny Young Bosch. It was directed by Christy Reed. It was the first thing I think I ever stepped into Bang Zoom for officially, other than just a tour or some background things. And it will never see the light of day.
ここは妖精王の森の近くにある鳩場だよ。
妖精王の森はここから遠くないはずだ。行こう。
ハウザーさんは妖精王の森までの道を知ってますか？
What the?
ここからの道案内は頼むぞ、ティオレ。
いよいよ僕の出番だね。この辺りは子供の頃から何度も来てるから、道案内は僕に任せて。
You're still a kid.
妖精王の森はあっちだよ。
So let me see here. For Gowther, you're saying second engraved set? Don't have any potentials. So you're saying the buff as in the, because he has a few buffs as far as I saw from the practice trials. Like he has lightning debuff. He has straight defense debuff. And then I think attack buff was the Grimoire, if I remember correctly. Again, I only have been playing as many hours as you see going on here is as many hours as I've been playing this game in general. Wait, what was that? Is there, oh. Also, since I got him, what do... Oh. Huh. Interesting. Wow. Okay, this area is actually kind of huge. Jesus. They put all subbed episodes under season 1. That's so weird. Crunchyroll, okay. Excuse me. All right, guys, hold on. I need to ADHD rant here. Let me get some proper background going on. Yeah, there we go. Got to get the Dub Club sign up. So, what anime is the oldest release date title you own? I'm going to give you a trick answer to that, which is probably a couple of shorts that were included in the Hayao Miyazaki Blu-ray collection. In fact, I can probably look that up on my Plex, because again, I've ripped pretty much every Blu-ray I own and put it on my server. So for TV shows, the earliest one I own is an episode of Little Samurai that was done by Hayao Miyazaki in 1972. Other than that, I have all 7 seasons of the original Dragon Ball from 1986. For movies, where's the anime movie section? I have Yuki-san, also 1972, done by Hayao Miyazaki, and The Castle of Cagliostro. I have not Mamoru Hosoda. He was started in the 2000s. But where is the anime movie? There we go. Akira in the movies, 88. So it would have to be the 1972 Hayao Miyazaki things that came with the Blu-ray collection, are the earliest ones I own. Cutie Honey, oh my god. That's an old one. So yeah, I was going to go on a rant here. So somebody needs to answer for me what the hell is going on with Sony right now, because as much as I love their products, it's not safe to say I'm a fan of Sony's. I've trusted Sony though, with electronics, with products, with consoles, with game development. I've trusted them. They've earned it with a lot of really good products over the years. In fact, I was planning on getting a Sony OLED around Black Friday because I got a good run of conventions coming up. But something's going on with their decisions, one after the other. It's not just one in isolation is already weird for a company to make, not just a video game company, but any company to make against their consumers. Sony's been on a string of them as of late, and y'all can clip this and pass it along so somebody can pass along an answer to me, because I do not have it. Let's run down the list here. In the past 2 months, Sony has effectively removed digitally purchased movies from people's accounts without warning, just removed them, ones that people paid for. They followed that up by closing down the PS3 and Vita stores, which I've bought stuff on, so I need to fish out my PS3 and my Vita from storage and hope that I downloaded a bunch of stuff that I paid for onto the hard drives, because if I didn't, then I can't access them anymore. That's a lot of money. Then you can blame Bungie for this, but it's also Sony who's in charge of all this. Like, killing Destiny 2, a game that, like, here, I'm going to pull this up right now. I'm going to find this and let's see what's going on here. On Steam charts. They killed Destiny 2 for Marathon, essentially. They put all their money in Marathon. So, Steam charts, all right, I'm pulling up both Marathon and Destiny 2's Steam charts, showing the 24-hour peak, the all-time peak, and how many players were playing just an hour ago. So let me switch over to that. Where is it? There it is. Okay, so Destiny 2... again, my favorite game. An hour ago, nearly 60,000 players. 24-hour peak, 62,000. All-time peak, 300,000. As of June, they had more than half of that as their peak players. I know it had a dip here, but when they announced it, people really rallied around this game. Now, let's look at Marathon. 24-hour peak 5,000. All-time peak 77,000. Not even in the same ballpark here. Like, their peak was the day they launched, essentially. And then they halved it the next month. And then they halved it the next month. And then they released a new season and got back a bit of players, but then but more than halved it the following month. Just dropped well below even their lowest month. So this is what they gutted Destiny for. This was a corporate decision by theirs to gut Destiny for this shit. So to follow that up, they decide to kill physical media. I'm a huge collector and proponent of preserving physical media, as I went on a rant of that earlier, and Sony decided to do that. And now, Sony, the owners of Crunchyroll, are price gating people out of their anime store. Something that already provides the general public free access to giving them money. They're price gating their own profits, essentially. One of these decisions is already confusing enough for a company as big as Sony to make. These 5 decisions in the span of 2 months tells me something weird is really going on. Like, we need to be bracing for impact with Sony. Something is absolutely out of place here. Yeah, we really miss you, Right Stuff. Right Stuff died for this shit. This isn't just abnormal, quote unquote, for a video game company. Because Sony's not just a video game company. This is fucking bizarre from a company-wide, industry-wide, nationwide, worldwide standpoint. Let alone for all of it to happen in such a short time frame. Something is going on. And I got no answers. I just got questions. And let's switch this back to 7 Deadly Sins, but may not be going for much longer. I've been doing this for 3 hours now. A lot of it's been ADHD ranting, but we got Gowther unlocked. We've been giving him some love. And now that we got this area, at least we got a waypoint here unlocked. I'm wondering if... Again, how do I get these tickets? Where do I, Because I don't see them awarded anywhere. I don't see them available for exchange. They announced a solo leveling anime movie. Nice. Now that's been getting a lot of traction. Just get myself resituated. Just get my... Whoops. No, just trying to get my creator dashboard. There it is. But yeah, I'm really confused about Sony's decisions lately. It's... As somebody who's, again, trusted them, not been like a Sony fanboy diehard, you know, I've skipped Xbox the past few generations simply because I've just trusted Sony more with their consumer marketing, their outlook, the whole this is how you share games as a mic drop against Xbox One for PS4. That sold me. Hey, hey, hey. Stone Lizard. So my YouTube channel is just here. I'll type it out. So you just slash in that. I haven't really done much on YouTube yet. I just decided why not. I might decide to upload clips, shorts, whatnot to there, but you know, I have the ability to stream to both, so why the hell not? Video games are like money. Even if you don't own physical discs, you never want to have them fully taken away either, and digital does not at all have the same assurances. Right, exactly. And that's why I am a big physical media collector, and that's why I have a Plex server and am really trying to just kind of wean up myself off of any subscription or streaming services onto that, because ha ha ha. I like having everything available on Blu-ray off the shelf that I can just pop in anytime. You know, if something happens, internet goes down, I can still do it. There we go. However, I do also like being able to have all of the access to it on the go.
僕が妖精王の森への道を知らないわけないじゃん。道のことは任せて。
Can make it right? Yeah. I see the chest. What was I saying? YouTube channel, I guess. Overkill, but why not? Let's just get it in. But yeah, I think I'm going to probably call it on this one. We got Gowther unlocked. We got to Act 2. We cleared up all the remaining region quests, I guess, not side quests. There's still side quests available. I don't know why they had to separate them into so many categories, but either way. Now that we got this available, I think we'll be doing a little bit more Seven Deadly Sins Origins in the coming weeks. Gowther is finally in the game. Now I feel a little more attached to learning a bit more of the mechanics. And let's see here. Who's on Twitch right now? Oh, and yeah, by the way, I just got to tell you guys a story. I've been playing a lot more Magic lately. Let me grab this. So I played with Afrotaku and Sniper Joe, Roy and Shannon, and Laura Post recently in a Magic game. And let me open this up if I can. Nope, that ain't it. Here, I gotta adjust this. Whoop. And let me bring up Droid Cam. Where's my phone? Here it is. Absolutely, Richard. But yeah, I'm just going to show off one thing before I raid somebody on Twitch and call it a night. Let me get my... Where is it? Droid Cam. Let's see if this works. Oh, it's working. Cool. So this right here, if I can get this open, is pretty much every Magic card I have ever acquired, organized by set, color, and number. For my birthday, for our last Magic Commander game, Roy got me, Afrotaku got me the Captain America Avengers Assemble Commander deck, and Shannon and Laura got me a pack or a box of Magic cards. And while playing, so I was playing with the Commander deck that Roy got me, and Roy was playing with his own augmented Black Panther Commander deck. Mostly a pre-constructed, but he augmented it with some things that he purchased. And what had happened was, let's see here. I believe it's in here, yes. What had happened was, while pulling cards from the box, I pulled a 10 rings. Your maximum hand is 10 at the beginning of your end step. If you have fewer than 10 cards in your hand, draw cards equal to the difference. I mean, it's an 8 cost, but very good for late game. And he got mad because he had to buy that. And then afterwards, I pulled the Cosmic Cube, which he got mad because he had to buy that for his set. And he used both. He used both. Whenever you attack, look at the top 6 cards of your library. You may cast a spell from among them with mana value less than or equal to the greater power among attacking creatures you control without paying its mana cost. So basically free, like with 5, you can get free high-end pulls at the end. So Roy was getting really pissed because those were 2 cards he was using in his deck that he paid for. And also, his birthday is this week, I believe, and he also got a box. So he was just getting mad at my pulls, and he said, I swear to God, if you get a Mind Stone, which is pretty much the card everybody's looking for in the Marvel set, he said, if you get a Mind Stone, I'm going to flip the F out, because he also paid for that and used it in his deck, in his commander set. And by the way, I have cards here that I drafted with KG back in like 2012. Like there's some 2012 cards in here, if I can see. No, not that. Yeah, whatever that emblem is. So Roy was saying, I swear to God, if you pull the Mind Stone, I'm going to freak the fuck out, because I've already pulled 2 cards that he paid for, and that was the 3rd one. And it's apparently the card in the set that everybody's looking for. Here, let me get this back here. And sure enough, very last pack of the box that I was drawing from, the very last pack and the very last card was the Mind Stone. Indestructible, add white mana for 5 colorless and a white and a plains, and tapping it, harness the Mind Stone. Once harnessed, its infinity ability is active.
At the beginning of your end step, exile up to one other target non-land permanent you control, then return that card to the battlefield under its owner's control. So basically, cycling like ETBs, I believe they're called, entrance abilities. I'm just trying to figure out what like the term everybody else uses for them, because I'm only recently getting into Magic. It stands for enters the battlefield abilities. Yeah. So enters the battlefield abilities. This can recycle them infinitely, and it's indestructible. So it's a bit of a bitch. And sure enough, I pulled it at the very end there. Yeah, this is quite a collection. I've got a big Union Arena collection as well. Now I've been collecting cards for a while. Pokemon ain't my first rodeo. Can tell you that much. Hold on. I gotta get this. What are you stuck on? Ah. There we go. Long live the giant octopus. Oh man. You know, I play off and on, but I've gotten way more serious into it lately. Especially with Arena available. So you may see some pulls in the future. I still have a bunch of avatar packs to rip. I'm gonna call it for now. Thank you guys for joining. Let's see who's on. Hold on, I gotta gotta get used to my new setup here. Anybody on that I know? I don't see anybody on that I know. Oh, actually, you know what? Since she's been a supporter, we're gonna raid Zelina Vega. Why not? Thank you guys for stopping by. It's been a real fun one. I'll catch you on the next one. Take care. Be well. Sweet. Boom. Good night.
Oh, I love this one. When they're like fighting the fucking boss or whatever.